What's going on, sports fans? Welcome to another episode of One on One with BG. I am your host, BG, and back in the W column with a win today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I am recording this on Sunday night. Very good matchup this weekend against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to break down some film just like we had the last few weeks. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned, Bucs fans, because we're going to get to relive this glory once again. Without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, Bucs fans and NFL fans, if any. So you're going to notice that I'm going to be holding my mic a lot, but I got one hand on the mic, one hand on the pencil here. So let's go ahead and break this in. So again, we're doing Eagles versus Bucs in Tampa. So let's start with this. All right, so opening drive, 2nd and 2. All right, we got a shotgun formation from Tampa Bay on offense, and it looks like we got Trey Palmer in motion. So let's go ahead and watch this. Or Rashad White. I keep saying Rashad. Rashad White. Rashad White had a good game. Bucky Irving also had a really good game. Nothing really to go over there, so let's watch this next play. Here we go. Okay. This right here. Oh my gosh, I was so excited about this. We're definitely going to be going over this. All right. So let's start this one from the top. We got Rashad White right here in the backfield, and all he is going to do is come out here and just wait for Baker Mayfield to throw this ball. So let's go ahead. So here it is. Comes out. This ball gets tipped. I'm not sure who 53 is here, but this ball gets tipped right there. And I don't know. We can zoom in. Awesome. So I'm using a new app. The other app wasn't free, so I ran out of my subscription, but I found another one. So we can see that the ball gets tipped right there. It's kind of fuzzy, but we can really see it. Okay. And we'll zoom back out of this. Rashad White is able to track the ball down. Great hand-eye coordination. He's able to track the ball down and catch this. So, and he just takes it up the sideline into the red zone. So 2nd and goal. Obviously, we can see here we got Chris Godwin in motion. We got a bunch formation over here with Chris. I think that's McMillan and Mike Evans. Single back set, shotgun formation, and we're just going to watch this. So basically, and here's what everybody's going to do. Okay, you ready? Mike, right here, is going to run up. He's going to come out the back of the end zone. Chris Godwin, once he gets set here, he's just going to go this way to the middle. And McMillan here, he's just going to come here to the goal line and turn around. So they run a little pick play with Chris and McMillan. But again, as I've said, time and time again, if you have Mike Evans one-on-one, it is an 80-20 ball, and he just beats the receiver here for a touchdown, wide open. He's going for a push-off. There was no push-off. All right. He's just a big body. Who's that? Gardner Johnson? Yeah, there's no push. That is not a push. That's a love tap. All right. So, next possession. Now, our first 3 possessions, 3 scores. Love it. Every minute of it. I'm sorry to my wife. My wife is a big Philly fan, but we've been able to watch this the last few years now. And it's been fun. For me, at least. We've won, I think, every matchup. So, yeah, let's start this over. All right, so shotgun formation. Trey Palmer goes in motion. To the right, snap the ball, Bucky Irving. Baker drops back, finds Mike. I mean, that's just signature pitch and catch for them at this point. All right, down inside the red zone. All right, throwing, Trey Palmer. Now, this is typically almost kind of a Mike Evans-esque route. All right, all this is here is just an up and then kind of just comes to the middle here. So it's almost like a post route. So I have to go, and yeah, just a simple post route into the middle of the end zone. I mean, has Darius Slay beat. Great catch. Trey Palmer. I've liked Trey Palmer since he was a rookie. I think last year or 2 years ago. Young kid. I think it was last year, actually. Young kid. And he's learning from a great rookie, great wide receiver room. All right, so defensive snap. And guess who is back? You betcha. We have missed this man the last couple weeks. Vita Vea, right here. Oh, let me undo that. Right here in the middle, nose tackle. And there's a reason we missed him, and it's for stuff like this. Just saying, hey, get out of my way. I want to sack your quarterback. Vita Vea, we missed you. Very, very much so. Welcome back after taking a couple weeks off to heal up. All right, we have a punt here. It's in the highlights, so it must be exciting. It is. Oh, yes, this was the muff punt. See, I get so excited that I almost forget about stuff. Yes, this was the muff punt. And they initially called a flag, but it wasn't a flag. They were going to say, catch interference, but it wasn't catch interference because the Tampa Bay coverage guy got pushed into the Philadelphia return man, which is not a penalty for illegal touching. All right, so we got 4th and goal here. All right, and we can see up at the top here we got a bunch formation again. Looks like Chris, Mike, and not McMillan. I'm not sure who that third guy is right here, but let's go ahead and play it. 4th and goal. I'm gonna feel silly. Oh, Baker run. Yeah, this is just a great RPO read by Baker Mayfield. So yeah, this is an RPO read, and what Baker's looking at is he's looking at this defender right here on the end. He's looking at that edge rusher, and if that edge rusher collapses, see, I'm doing the wrong stuff here. If that edge rusher collapses in, then he is going to pull and take off. So let's play that. He comes in. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take it away from you. 32, get off of me. You can't guard me. That firing. Oh, man. I really am starting to like Baker. And sound the cannons. We love it. 20-0. We'll go from right here. All right, so Jalen Hurts rolling out right here. And we can see, what is that? Is that Britt? I think this is Britt. Merges on him. You can see David here, McCollum here. And what happens here is Campbell is right here in the back. And so David, McCollum, and I'm not sure who this is, but 27, they're all going to head this way, and KJ Britt with Jalen Hurts here. And we can see, and then obviously we have Dallas Goedert right here at the goal line, so he's going to be here. He's going to come up here, which leaves busted coverage for Campbell to be wide open. Next, Philadelphia, so play. This is the very start of the third quarter. So let's see what we got here. Looks like we got Saquon in motion a little bit. All right, Jalen Hurts, Saquon takes off. Yeah, this was bittersweet for me because I have Saquon on my fantasy team. So I was like, man, if Saquon could just get like 150 yards and like maybe 1 touchdown, that'd be okay. So here we go, Philadelphia staple, brotherly shove. Now again, remember in the postseason last year, or maybe not last year, but the year before. No, maybe it was last year. Tampa Bay was able to stop the brotherly shove, controversially. But Jalen Hurts, tush push, whatever you want to call it. All right, and here we go. This is going to be Bucky Irving, his first NFL touchdown. So this is after 2nd and goal where they thought he had a touchdown, but he actually didn't. So let's go ahead and watch this. We got 17 in motion coming across here like a jet sweep. And Bucky's going to get this, and then he's just going to bounce to the outside and come up. So let's watch it. All right, fake pitch. Oh, it was a pitch. That's right, not a handoff. It's a pitch to the outside. My mistake. But Bucky Irving, first touchdown as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and it's at home. That is always so nice. Watch it again. Here, pitch. Get some nice blocking on the outside. And then we go down. Kick another. Oh, extra point gets blocked. That's right. And gets returned for a 2-point conversion for the Philadelphia Eagles. We thought we had them out there, but we didn't. Great special teams by Philadelphia. I'll give them credit on that. So that brought it to 16-30. All right, next offensive possession for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts drops back, looking. Levante David, strip, sack, forced fumble. another staple of that Tampa Bay offense is Levante David. So very next offensive possession for us. Baker pumps, looking deep. And who do we got here? 17. I need to learn these players. 17, he's a newer addition. It's not McMillan. I'll have to look it up. I feel ashamed. All right. Chase McLaughlin with the 52-yarder to bring it to 16-33. And really that's it for the rest of the game. Let's watch this last defensive possession here because Jalen Hurts, forced fumble, gets sacked. Well, it's a forced fumble. They fell back on it. But much love for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Eagles organization. This was a fantastic game for us. And we'll just watch as this video goes out. Nick Sirianni and Todd Bowles sharing some love. It was a fantastic game. Not only do you always thoroughly enjoy a win, but, it's nice to have some friendly competition. So I love watching these games with my wife, and unfortunately I had to work today. It's great, and it's nice to be back in the W column, right? Especially after the slouchy performance that we had last week against the Denver Broncos. It was not pretty, right? That was not Tampa Bay football. It was nice to be able to come back at home and get a nice solid win and look good on really all levels of the game. With that being said, we have a short week this week. So short week, we're going into Atlanta to play the Falcons. The Falcons beat the New Orleans Saints this week, right? Which helps us as a Tampa Bay fan and fan base in our divisional standings. But the last two games, Atlanta's looked pretty good. Atlanta beating the Saints this week, and last week, they had that. It was controversial, but that Chiefs game, right? You hate to see it, that non-call pass interference. But then the week before that, having that thriller comeback win against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. They've looked really good. Really, the last 3 weeks. Especially the second half of that Philadelphia game. At the beginning of the season, Atlanta was a team that I was worried about. The way that they're starting to click and put the pieces together, they're starting to become that team that I was worried about. Now, with that being said, we have them Thursday night in Atlanta. I think this game will be close. They played New Orleans close this week and ended up beating them 26-24, mainly because of Younghoe Koo, their kicker, who can probably kick from anywhere. I think we still have enough. I think we may split the season with them. So I wouldn't be surprised if we lost this game on the road, but I'm feeling optimistic, especially coming off of the way that we look today. I'm feeling optimistic. I say that we can go into Atlanta and win. Again, they've looked really well so far this year. They had that dud of a game week 1 against Pittsburgh, come out swinging against the Eagles in the second half, had a great game against the Chiefs, the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions, and then obviously had a great divisional game against the Saints today again. So with that being said, guys, this has been an episode of One-on-One with BG. I really thank you, Bucs fans or NFL fans, for sticking with me and watching as we celebrate Victory Monday with our Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys want to keep up to date with all of the latest episodes of One-on-One with BG, make sure you subscribe to the KFR Sportscast YouTube channel and turn the bells on so you know when all of these episodes come out. I'm going to try and put them out every week after the game. So we might get a 2 for this week. We're going to get one today for Monday, and then I'll work on putting one on Friday. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Check the ticker below for our social ads and our YouTube at KFRSPRTScast and at KFRSPRTScast56. Tune in for more episodes of KFR Sportscast. Also look out for next week's predictions for week 5 as we continue into the NFL season. But other than that, guys, this has been One-on-One with BG. I am your host, BG. Thank you for tagging along with me. I hope to see you guys next time. But until then, peace out.